Good morning, sunshines! Today I've got for you an incredibly late May bullet journal setup. Let's start it off with a quick flip through of what I did in April. I'm still enjoying this big calendar layout with my 3 goals on the side for each week. I think it's just a good way to keep things organized, and even though I didn't quite meet all those goals, I still want to keep this layout for May. This is how my habit tracker was working for me. The only thing I think it's missing is an indication of what goal I'm trying to hit. So really not much changed for my weekly layouts throughout the month. I found a layout that really works for me, so I kind of just stuck with it. The only thing I did was add a spot to track my meals and my water intake daily. And last but not least, we have my review pages. It's been a pretty good month. I enjoyed season 2 of Sabrina. I rewatched all the X-Men movies in preparation for Dark Phoenix, and I listened to Bad Guy by Billie Eilish way too many times. So that's it for the April review. Let's jump into the May setup. As I mentioned previously, for May, I stuck with just that big calendar layout where I can really see how all the days are laid out, and then a spot to put my goals for each week on the side. The little flower doodles I added everywhere aren't really meant to be any particular type of flower. I vaguely based them on nightshade flowers, but honestly, I just kind of scribbled them. I really just wanted to go with that classic floral theme for May because there was a severe lack of flowers in my actual environment at that time, so wanted to make my own flowers. I set up my habit and mood tracker page pretty much the same as I did the month before. I just added little dashed lines to each box so that I can actually see like what goal I'm trying to hit. I stuck with a pretty standard layout for my weekly setup, although you may be thinking, what the heck are those day numbers? That's not right at all. Those are not the days of the first week of May. Don't panic, it's okay, we got this. I fixed it later, I'll show you how. There's many different ways that you can fix mistakes in your bullet journal. Nothing is ever completely permanent, don't worry. My 2 favorite ways to fix anything is to use either a white gel pen or to use correction tape. I'll show you an example of how I use each while I try to fix my mistake. Benefits to using the white gel pen is that you can control exactly where it goes. You only need to cover exactly what you want to cover, but it's not quite as opaque depending on the pen that you use. And then the advantage to using the correction tape is obviously that it's completely opaque, but then it's harder to control exactly where it's going because it's kind of a thick bit of white tape. So as you can see, I ended up sticking with my white gel pen, even though it's not completely opaque. It covered enough to my liking, and then I just went over everything with my markers again. And I mean, it's good enough for rock and roll. So now that that crisis is averted, I went back to my regular setup and finished up my faves and review pages. And that's it for my May setup. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you feel inspired, and if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more bullet journal monthlies, as well as plenty more content in the future. Thanks for watching, until next time.